Hello, how are you today? Today we will learning about basic drawing session 5 about 3-point perspective. Basic drawing 5 3-point perspective image with me, Elida Christiansari. 3-point perspective. In this case, when adding a finishing point to scene or image, it will automatically give complexity to the composition of the image or scene. Like in this picture, you can look 3-point perspective, look it down. The first you drawing is horizontal line, this horizontal line, and then finishing point first, finishing point 2, and finishing point 3. The image of all tall building has 3 finishing points, and the horizontal line is a high position. It gives very observable impression. How about the two draw about this? Beside you, drawing 3-point perspective, look it up. In this case, receive the position of finishing point and the horizontal line down. Give the viewer the impression of the eye looking for the below of the building. The location of what we look is for box. The phase shift and greatly affect the position or vantage point of the image or scene. The closer of the position of the missing point to each other, the resulting object will also look closer, as will of the further the position of the missing point to each other, the further impression of the object of the viewer. Like in the first picture, this close finishing point, close vantage point. So what is meaning? The meaning is each of the missing point and making the box image seem closer to the viewer. How about image 2? This further finishing point, point, further and vantage point. Missing points are far apart from each other, giving or make the position of the object less extreme. And for the three picture, this distant finishing point and distant vantage point, with missing points that are very far apart. The visual of the books look flat, almost giving the impression of no perspective, and can give the viewer the impression that this book object is distant position. This about atmospheric perspective. What is the meaning of this? This is about also known as aerial perspective. It uses clarity and value to create the illusion of deep and distance. For example, tree closer to the viewer will show or look more detailed and more color as shown than tree with greater distance. The first, this is about linear perspective only. The depth in the image seen depends on the size difference expected by linear perspective. Large mind wells give the impression of closer distance than the small one. Atmospheric perspective is not used to show the distance between wells. And at number 2 is atmospheric perspective. This is different about the color. Yeah, you can look. The color is very dark and the middle and very light. This optimal harp display the same size, does not use linear perspective. The difference is the picture is the intensity of the value of each midmark, which make them look like three are distant so from the left or the right. Combined perspective. The combined perspective, this combination of the linear atmospheric and perspective. The soul, the depth, shift, and contrast shall follow of the mile. Differ. Example number first, you must know where is horizon. So you can look this one perspective or two perspective or three perspective. But in this picture is example from one perspective. How about this? This is example picture. What do you think? You can explain to me? Yeah, you're right. This picture about use horizon line in down. Okay, horizon line located in down in here, and finishing point in down, and finishing point 3 is in up. Okay, the next is, what do you think about this picture? Okay, who want to explain to me? This one perspective, yeah, one perspective. You can look in this orange building more smaller than the pink perspective in this finishing point. Next, okay, who can explain? Okay, who want tell me about describe this picture? Yeah, this picture is with horizon eye, horizon line in up point first. Beside this in this finishing point 2 and finishing point 3 is in down. Okay, this picture example picture about 3-point perspective. Thank you for your attention about my explain basic drawing with 3-point perspective. See you. Have a nice day.